back, everybody. So today we're going to have a side-by-side of beer number 14 and beer number 15 in my two-hop series featuring Cascade and Centennial. If you like Cascade and Centennial, let me know down below what your hop bills or hop additions are, and I'll try and make them. I still do have a lot of Centennial and Cascade around, so I would be able to do that, maybe put the grain bill too. I know some people have said, you know, like Centennial, so much at 60, so much at 30, so much at 15, so much at 0. So I'm sure I will be making more in this, but I think as of right now, I'm kind of done playing with Centennial Cascade. We will separate them and put them into other batches like I've already done, but for the most part, I'm not going to really focus on any more in this series of new beers. We will continue down the road of aging these and drinking them once a month, but let's go ahead and get into this. So beer number 14 and beer number 15 have the same grain bill and hop schedule. So 2 pounds, 4 ounces of two-row, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 60, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 10, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 5. Hour boil. Dry hopping is where they switch. So beer number 14 used 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 3 days into fermentation. Beer number 15 used 0.5 ounces of Centennial 3 days into fermentation. So if we take a look at them, for the head, beer number 14 is older, as I did that review first, but looking at it just from that, I would say beer 15 has the better head retention. I like the head on that more. The bubbles seem more compact, where 14, they're starting to spread apart a little bit, but again, that is because my guess is the carbonation has started to settle down and it's starting to flatten out, where beer 15 is still going because it's newer. For the color, I would have to give it to beer 14 just because it looks like beer 15 is a little bit more overcarbed. If looking at these, I would say the beer 14 is a bright yellow color and beer 15 is a dirty, bright yellow color. And that's just because of all the trub and stuff kicked up. It is hazier. It looks like the Firefly IPA from, I think it's Fly IPA from Oddside. That's kind of what it looks like, where beer 14 is pretty clear. For the smell, let's check 14 out first. As it's warming up a little bit, I think that toasted malt is starting to come out just a little bit more. You are getting that citrus, but it is very low. It's almost like they changed from the first time I smelt them. I thought that that toasted malt was a little lower and the citrus was higher, but now it seems like it's switched places. Let's smell 15. Yeah, beer 15 really has more of that lemon citrus floral, almost like an earthiness to it. But because I know it's using Cascade, I'm going with floral. You can definitely smell the difference. Now, Centennial is a super Cascade, but you should still get properties of the Cascade. Most of the time I do get the lemon citrus a lot more, which I am getting the lemon citrus, but on this one I would have to go with beer 14 just because of that floral seems to stick out a little too much, and I'm not a big floral fan, so I would rather drink something that has less of a floral smell in it. Let's go ahead and taste. This is going to sound kind of strange. So beer 14, when drinking these side by side, tastes more balanced. Like I was saying in the beer 14 video, it's almost like it's a double IPA. You get more of that malt backbone, and it's almost like it's better balanced than beer 15. Beer 15 without that malty backbone toasted bread quality almost tastes like it's overdone in the hops, like there's too much hops used. And I guess you could say that's kind of weird, but I guess you could over dry hop a beer. Now, in today's age with all the New England IPAs and putting like 14 ounces of hops, in the for the dry hopping, but yeah, it tastes, beer 15 tastes like it's not as well balanced as 14. Like you're getting that lemon citrus along with that floral, but afterwards it's like that floral takes over. You still get a little bit of that citrus, and there is a touch of malt, but you're using grain. Yeah, yeah. If anything, it's beer. Yeah, beer 15 is a little bit higher in alcohol, and tasting reverse, so 15 than 14, it almost tastes like 14 is a little sweeter. Like there was some sugar left behind where maybe the yeast didn't eat it all, it conked out before, or it got too cold, or I transferred it too quick. Yeah, I don't think you could tell if you didn't drink them like that. If you just drank beer 14, I don't think you could pick up that there's some more sugar. Beer 15, drinking them side by side does feel a little drier, but that would be because it's higher in alcohol, so there's less sugar in the beer. Yeah, 14 has really calmed down. It's got that nice toasted bread citrus in there. A little bitterness. Like the bitterness seems like it's a little high to me, but it's definitely in the good range, at least for me. Yeah. Yeah, beer 15 seems like it's just a little overdone in the dry hopping. Maybe point 0.3, 0.35 ounces of dry hops might be good. Kind of meet in the middle of these two, but yeah, at least for this, I would have to go to beer number 14. If you like Cascade and Centennial, put your hop additions down below, or one that you would like to see me brew. And if you would like, put the grain bill too. If you want to check out some more homebrew videos, check them out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.